Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. A quick checkup on what's going on right now. Still snowing across at least the eastern portions of our viewing area, but drying out down to the south and west. This is pretty much on track to what we were thinking about with the forecast yesterday, so everything's still kind of playing out accumulation-wise across the area. This is a live look. We're recording this webcast just before 3 o'clock, just to kind of give you a time frame here. Let me throw the loop on here, kind of show you the motion on what's going on. We are noticing some bands of snow now starting to get going. They're very light, maybe a few pockets of moderate snow up towards the Quad Cities, just west of the Quad Cities. So that'll be heading our direction over the next hour or two. All of this heading this direction. So we're not going to completely cut off the snow just yet, although we are dry in this vicinity here for now. We're going to see this continue to trend down to the south and east. Let me bounce out even further here, kind of show you the whole state perspective. Again, good snow showers now into Chicago, Rockford, now into northern Indiana. That's where really the heaviest snow is well off towards our east. So we're not going to pick up heavy amounts of accumulation, but we can add on a little bit to what we already have, maybe an inch or two here and there. What we have, again, is the area of low pressure is actually sitting out here into Iowa, and this is going to continue to track this direction. So as it does so, again, you're going to get little these chunks of energy that are wrapping around the low here, all kind of going this way. But it's going to be much more scattered. So what you see here, this is our main band of snow. Once this kind of starts to push off towards the east, then it's a little bit more scattered, a little bit more manageable. And it's really hasn't been that bad, although we've picked up a few inches here and there across parts of the area. Roadways are actually pretty decent, thanks to temperatures holding right around the freezing mark. We're not seeing a whole lot actually sticking to the roads. Here's some of the numbers that we have so far, and some of these are early reports, so they may be a little bit higher, especially some of the lower ones there, Pekin and Morton specifically. Most recent that we have seen from Peoria was 3 inches. That actually came down close to around 1 o'clock, though, so that's almost 2 hours old, and it's still been snowing for a little bit. Dunlap at about 2.5 inches, Toulon at about 2.0 inches, and then around 1.5 inches, maybe less, over towards Pekin and Morton, but those were earlier reports from the morning. We also had our weather watcher, Larry from Galesburg. At his house, he picked up about 3.7 inches of snow, but it has since pretty much wrapped up over in Galesburg. As far as the advisories and warnings go, no changes, although you're starting to see some of them get trimmed back into Iowa. Winter storm warnings remain in effect along I-80 and also into Livingston County. Everybody else under a winter weather advisory until midnight tonight. Here's Futurecast, our short-range model. I think we're doing a pretty good job. You saw the dark blue around 6 o'clock. I think that we still could see some moderate to at times heavy snow, especially well northeast of Interstate 74. Very scattered and lighter once you head into the mid-evening hours around 9 o'clock, and then really breaking apart as we get to the overnight. And I think we dry out close to daybreak tomorrow. Maybe a few lingering flurries around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then most of our day dry. This was our number that we had yesterday, so I'm not making any changes really to the snow accumulation number here. 2 to 4 inches in the light blue swath there, 1 to 2 down to the south and west, 4 to 6 in that darker blue, and then possibly still that 6 to 8, although numbers are going a little bit lower and even going up to around Chicago. I don't think they're going to quite get to around that foot of snow that some people had forecasted for the Chicagoland area. But you could be on the lower end of around 1/2 foot once you get up towards LaSalle County, maybe northeastern portions of Bureau County. Here's the latest microcast output in-house here. I think doing a pretty decent job, putting us again into that 2 to 4 inch range. Has around 4.2 in Peoria, and again, we're already at 3 inches, so it wouldn't take much more to get us to that point. Bloomington at around 4 inches, Galesburg at around 3.5, which again, from last report, they're pretty much there. And then around 3 inches in Canton, 2.5 inches in Havana. So I think forecast remains on track as we head through the rest of the evening. Probably going to be a little bit of a slow commute, but again, roadways for the most part, not too bad, especially main thoroughways. Some of the county roads, maybe a little bit dicey. 23 for your overnight tonight as the snow will move out. Will be mostly cloudy as we get through the day tomorrow, but should be dry. and well below average. Highs should be in the mid-40s for this time of year. Will only top out in the low to mid-30s. We do have warmer temperatures on the way, though. As we get closer to the weekend, we'll have your full 8-day outlook coming up tonight on WMBD 31 News, 4, 5, 6, and 10. And, of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Have a great Tuesday evening.